And the worst thing you can ever be is a goofy. A goofy is a motherfucker that never takes anything seriously. To the point that I cannot even view you as a human being anymore, because whatever information goes through your ear, comes out your mouth as a joke, as a troll. Can't stand it. To me, you're worse than a mosquito, because you have potential and you decided to be nothing. And some of you are very much along down that path right now. And some of you, and some of you motherfuckers who nobody would expect, I'm talking to you. So really look in the mirror and see if I'm talking to you. But with that, we got a short story for today.
Yes.
I also got really high before the speech, so I apologize in advance. This short story is called The Laughing One. Ladies and gentlemen, there was once a man known throughout Babylon, not for his wisdom, not for his strength, but for his laughter. His name was Tirak, a jester by choice, a fool by reputation, and a citizen by convenience. He came to Babylon with a sharp tongue and a quicker wit. Every law became a punchline, every temple rite a mockery. When the priests blessed the crops, Tirak juggled grapes behind them. When the merchant guild held a serious council, he'd slip in wearing a golden fish on his head and declare himself the master of commerce and sardines. People laughed, and oh, Tirak loved that laugh. It made him feel invincible. No taxes, no titles, no duty, just performance, just jest. Over time, the city came to expect his antics. He became Babylon's clown, the man who took nothing seriously, and therefore no one took him seriously in return. And then one day, he changed. Perhaps it was the fire in the eastern quarter that took a child quietly that he cared for, or the night he found a wounded stranger in the alley and no one else stopped. Tirak tried to speak, to warn, to organize, to help rally his neighbors, but when he ran to the square, breathless and shaken and shouting, "There's danger, real danger, someone needs help," people smiled. Another joke, Tirak? Are you going to pretend to faint next? Bravo, fool. Very dramatic. No one followed him. No one moved. He ran back alone, and what he found was a tragedy too late to stop. The next morning, his laughter was gone. He stood in silence at the foot of the temple steps, his hands stained with ash and guilt. He asked to speak, the priest declined. He offered coin to help rebuild, the merchants refused. He tried to join the guards, they laughed at him. Tirak has burned his own voice beneath years of mockery. And so weeks later, when a second fire swept through the lower streets and Tirak once again raised the alarm, no one listened. This time, he didn't return. They found him with the others. His hands were burned from trying to lift the breeze. His final acts has been sincere, but Babylon did not remember his sacrifice. They remembered his performance. Tirak's story is not told to shame the lighthearted. Laughter has a place in every city, but let us never forget, if you mock everything, when you speak the truth, no one will hear it. Even in Babylon, where gods walked among us, credibility is a currency, and once lost, it's rarely regained. And for the motherfuckers who tune out, start thinking stupid ass thoughts, start goofing around in their minds and not listening to these fucking stories, every story here teaches a very fucking valuable lesson, and I suggest you really listen and allow it to be a part of your life moving forward.